Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Dungeons and Dopamine.
Hi, welcome to episode 104 of Dungeons and Dopamine. I'm Brie.
I'm Jess.
Hi, here we are. Again.
and
Another
again,
week in a row.
And again. I'm going to do that 103 times.
Perfect. Then we'll be halfway through our time.
Yay! We didn't have to have a topic this week.
This is just Jessica counting.
99 bottles of beer on the wall. 99 bottles of beer. Take one down, pass it around. There's 98 bottles of beer on the wall. I feel like I was really stuffy. You want 99 bottles of beer on the wall. That's going to be the clip from this episode.
Perfect.
I thought of something during our last recording to talk about now.
Oh, perfect.
I don't remember it.
Didn't you say you got like a message or something from Ryan that you were supposed to tell me?
Oh, I did. This doesn't have anything. Okay, well,
Damn
I guess we could. I guess it could. Let's see if the camera or the microphone will pick it up. Okay, so here it goes. Let's turn it all the way up.
That's fair enough. He's got a very big schlong.
Then he sent me the same clip, but with stuff.
Fair enough. He's got a very big schlong.
We were talking about Lucifer.
Yep. I forgot you used the word schlong, though. Because that's a beautiful word.
My face is red. It's not because I'm embarrassed, it's because I laugh.
And then it gets hot in here.
So I don't know if I talked about it on air, but this is practical and Hank Hauer. Let's be Hankful.
Alright. I'm ready to be Hankful.
So I talked to Hank because we were going to name one of our episodes something that had to do with Hank. And he said that in one of his podcasts, because he's cooler than us, so he has more than one podcast, he said that they should come listen to us because we do Michigan ghost stories.
Yeah.
And he said not only do we do them better, but there's 99.99% less chance of a penis joke.
And then we made penis jokes.
This is our 0.01 opportunity.
Giant schlongs.
That's fair enough. He's got a very big schlong.
A veiny one, too.
Sorry, Mom, if you're listening.
I'm
Just fast forward. I'm sure this will be over soon.
Nope. That's what this whole episode is about.
It's just gonna interrupt. Ryan's going to put this clip in every 12 minutes.
Perfect.
Yeah, so he sent me that twice. I don't know.
That's lovely.
Whoops. Yeah.
Okay, bye.
That wasn't what I wanted to talk about either. It's something. There's a thing. There's something out there. And I'm going to think of it mid-conversation. Because we need at least 5 more minutes of random combo. Because...
Did you know
Yes.
that... Good. Did you know that Taylor Lautner, who was in Twilight,
Yes, Jacob.
married a woman named Taylor?
No.
So Taylor Lautner is now married to Taylor Lautner, and they have a podcast.
Is it called The Taylors?
I have no idea. My hairdresser told me about it today. They cover like true crime stuff. Like they just covered the Gabby Petito's case.
Stuff. They're stealing our content.
And their names are Taylor.
Guess we should change ours. Let's see if that helps with the success.
The Taylor and Taylor Show.
Taylor Ray Wozniak and
Taylor Marie Fagan.
I don't see how this could go wrong at all.
No. So that was my fun fact of the day.
I liked it. I don't know what I was going to talk about, and it really bugs me.
I can't wait for that clip.
Why am I like
Jessica
this?
seems surprised she's on camera again.
When did we hit record?
Whose idea was this?
I haven't stopped. Okay. Oh, no, I can talk about this. Because we recorded it a couple weeks ago. Well, last week we recorded it, but it would have aired a couple weeks ago. I haven't stopped thinking about a D&D campaign in the Labyrinth.
It would be amazing. You have to write it. Could you get on that, please?
It's
It's not like you're busy.
I can't podcast, so I might as well do something.
So your next career will be D&D campaigns?
Sure.
That would be amazing.
That would actually be amazing.
How do we get into that?
Let's call Wizards of the Coast.
Okay.
I have them on speed dial. Wouldn't that blow your mind, though?
We were like, what should we do for this episode? And in the middle of it, you were like, oh yeah, I just have the number of this Dungeons and Dragons game creator.
No big deal.
That I can just call him up and get him on the line, and I'd be mad at you.
Right? Rightfully so.
I feel like you could have thrown this out earlier.
That would have been the second worst thing to learn after I can turn into an owlbear.
Right? Or you're wildly insane. I didn't know.
Cuckoo bananas, I believe I said. It's still, I think, my most favorite cartoon.
It was beautiful.
I also really like the one where I talk about men being in your woods, and then, like, I'm about to say another sentence and then realize what that sounds like, and I'm like, no, they're like dummies, not real men.
Yep. Also a good one.
So, if you've ever seen our little cartoons, let me just throw this out there. I don't think I've ever thrown this out there. I know they're bad. I know. I know that I'm... I actually do appreciate that. But I know what they look like. I see them. I make them. I flip the little guys upside down sometimes when we laugh too hard.
I think it's so funny that you're like, they're not that good, and I'm like, dude, they're so good. Like, I wouldn't be able to do that. That looks so hard.
It's actually really fun to make them, but I'm just going for that, like, stupid robot chicken style where you know it's bad, but it's funny that it's bad. And I don't know if anybody understands that. And I just want to make it clear that I don't think they're good. I think they're funny.
Bree is very impressed by any technology because she breaks it all.
She breaks it. I don't let her near the cartoons. It's her account,
I
but I don't let her near
touch
the
the computer. It's all like out of arm's reach for me. Like, I can barely touch my microphone.
Oh, it's only because you paid for it.
Right.
I just sometimes I put them up and I'm like, and I hope people understand, like, the irony of it.
It's part of what makes it funny.
I watched one the other day that was one of, I think, my very first ones, and you were recording over in the bathroom. You stop talking and you go, there are just like a bunch of turkeys in your backyard. And so it's just like our bubble with a bunch of turkeys, and then I go and then I just put like a neon sign turkey, and then it ends.
It's perfect.
You might say thank you for that, but I'm not sure.
Probably.
I mean,
Sounds
that
like
tracks. That sounds about right. Or I'm just like adding it as flavor.
You're like, Bree thanks me all the time.
Whenever I do something stupid, she's very grateful. Makes her look so much smarter. Now that will be a cartoon. So yeah, I do know what they look like. But they're really fun.
They are really fun and funny.
Funny. The funny is us being so stupid.
The jokes just come naturally.
They just right out. That seemed appropriate because of the turkey noises. The turkle. Like crockles. Turkles and crockles.
Crocky crockles.
And dockles. Those are dogs. It sounds almost like dachshund, though.
Right.
Doggles?
Doggles.
Are we straying away from where we started? If we go doggles and doggles and crockles seem very far away apart.
Yeah.
I said a word. I didn't
Totally
say
do.
two different words together at the same time.
Never.
I don't do that.
Ever. Jessica is very well spoken.
I didn't just make a cartoon about it. Did I ever tell you that I was in a meeting once and I didn't expect to speak in the meeting? It was like a tech meeting, and someone was like, well, I think Jess knows. So I like come off of mute and I'm trying to explain something to everyone. And words, because I wasn't expecting to, words aren't pouring out of my mouth. And so then I said, no, I can't think of the word I used. I said, yes, I'm saying this very eloquently, I know. And, like, everybody laughed because I'm a dork and that's, like, what they expect from me. And then someone else was like, no, it's cool. We get what you mean. And he, like, took over for me because he probably felt bad for me. But then I'm like, turn off my mic and I'm like, you just used the word eloquently without a stumble.
But you couldn't say whatever else you were trying to
But
say.
I couldn't say computer run bad. Fix, please. No. And that explains me in a nutshell.
Computer work bad.
Computer work bad.
Fix,
Please. You can use that if you ever need it. The tech people love it.
I mean, it probably makes just as much sense as all of the other problems I cause, so I'm just gonna switch to that. Instead of my over-explanation of what I think is happening and ending it with, this is my fault. I don't know how it's my fault, but it's totally my fault.
I did this. I can't explain how, but I did this.
This is just what happens to me.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, thankfully my bosses like me as a person, because otherwise moments like that would probably be the end of my career.
They'd be like, oh, we have to fire her again.
She gotta go. Maybe we can say this eloquently.
That'd be so mean. They included that in your, like, termination letter. They were like, Dear Jessica, how can we put this eloquently? You suck.
Jessica broken, please fix. But not us. Bye.
We would be great bosses.
Super. A couple episodes ago, we asked someone to volunteer to work for us for free.
Look how great we would be as bosses, people that want to work for us for free.
Dungeons and Dopamine broken, please fix.
It's true.
Yeah. We are broken this week.
We are.
We're so
busy.
Broken and busy, that we asked ChatGPT to create an episode for us. And, well, it valiantly tried. We did need a few corrections before we got here, but it gave us a bunch of hypothetical situations to discuss, and they seem very fun. So that's going to be our episode.
So this
hypothetical
is what you get.
fun.
Yay!
I'll probably get a ton of bloopers out of this and a ton of content to make my bad cartoons.
Yay! More cartoons.
Very eloquent cartoons.
Eloquent cartoons.
I used a word last week,
Excuse me.
so like an hour ago, that was also...
The wrong one.
I used many of the wrong ones. And then I used a word that just popped into my head and came out of my mouth that was a word that not very many people use very often. And I was like, of course that came out of my mouth.
Very well, without issue. You're good at this. You're so good at podcasting.
My brain goes faster than mouth can. Brain broken, please fix.
Or is it mouth broken? Please fix.
Both.
Connection broken. Please
Connection
fix.
broken, please fix. I'm gonna clip every one of the police fixes that happen in the middle of this. All right, so back to topicking.
We have
Transition, Hank,
Segue.
Aw, better than Segway.
That was a
Did we
good
already
episode.
talk about Hank? I brought him up because I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember. It's
Can't-
only 16
I
minutes
can't
in,
remember
and I
if
can't
our
remember.
Hank Power was in this episode or last episode.
I don't either. This is very upsetting.
Dungeons and Dopamine broken. Please fix.
Yes, please. All right, transition. We've done all we need to do. So, our first hypothetical. Video game world invasion. So, if you woke up tomorrow inside of a video game world, which would you hope it was, and which would be your nightmare?
I would really hope it would be Zelda.
Of
Because
course.
that's the one I'm most familiar with. Preferably Breath of the Wild. That's the one I've played most recently. Plus, I feel like I could, like, make a nice little life in Zelda
Hyrule?
land. Hyrule.
Yeah.
Like, Link is out fighting all the monsters. I could just have a cute little hut. He can come in and throw my chickens around. It's fine. I'll let it happen.
You won't even kill him for it.
Yeah, I'll just let him be on his merry way. Maybe I'll have, like, a trinket for him.
He
one
will
of his
break all of
quests.
your pottery.
I don't need those pots.
Okay, as long as.
I'm gonna put all my plants outside.
He's like an Egyptian's nightmare.
True.
An ancient
Actually,
Egyptian's
he'd probably
nightmare.
dig up all my plants too.
That's where
Link
you
and
draw
I
the
might
line.
have to have a
Yeah.
conversation.
Maybe you could like hang with Zelda.
Yeah.
And well, I mean, she's like been kidnapped, right? So it's probably not fun, but
Have
still.
you seen the reels? The one I saw this week was Zelda and Princess Peach. And they were like, do you get kidnapped on purpose sometimes? She's like, you too? And then Peach was like, remember the first time I was kidnapped and I kept being in a different castle? I was really in that first castle the whole time. they're like, yeah, like Ganondorf or Ganon like gave me this pretty bracelet and gives me all this jewelry. And Peach is like, Bowser wrote me a song. Like,
Yeah, for real. Thanks, Blackjack. Thanks, Jack Black and card games.
So, yes, I don't know enough about other video games to know which one I wouldn't want to be in. I mean, I could think of a few. Like, there are some that Zach plays that would be terrifying.
Yeah. Mine, obviously, and this is probably a really poor life choice, would be Baldur's Gate. I probably should pick, like,
Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley or
Just
the
garden all day.
cute little island one. Well, I can't remember what it's called.
Animal Crossing.
Thank you. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
I've played that over and over again. I still can't remember the name of it. And then, you know, there's like cheat islands where you can go get a ton of money and go back to your island and you're like rich. And that's probably what I should wish for. But Astarian? So Baldur's Gate. The chance of death is much higher, but pretty
But
vampire.
Astarian.
Yeah.
And if you ended up with him,
right?
much less chance of death.
Out of the world. So that would be my current dream. My nightmare would be probably Doom.
That's fair.
Doom seems like a really bad place to end up.
Yeah. Or any of the like zombie ones.
Zombie
or like
ones.
Silent Hill. Isn't that
Oh,
like a super creepy one?
Yes, even the first one is creepy. I asked Ryan, I don't like to play the scary games, so I asked Ryan to play them so I could watch and then like leave.
Leave when things get scary.
I don't like this or hide
Must be
behind
my
him.
bedtime.
And yeah, that's a really great one. Any other a platformer would be another one where you've got to jump a lot because I hate playing those games. I suspect I don't have the capacity for jumping that others might have. At least in Baldur's Gate I can drink a potion and fly or jump or
You know, I bet Mario would be an awful world to live in.
yeah.
Like everything's trying to kill
Angry
you.
turtles and shooty
Bullets come out of nowhere.
boomerang guys.
Plants are always trying to eat you.
Sometimes you'll eat something and then it makes you spit fire.
Sometimes it makes you fly.
Pull it out of your nose. That's what it always looked like to me.
Right.
It's like, ugh. Ugh.
And then if you're riding Yoshi, you like punch him in the head.
Yeah, oh, poor Yoshi. Oh, and then every once in a while, this animal that you've like connected with and you've been on all these adventures, you take a jump a little too soon and you gotta kill him.
And you just gotta give him up. You gotta send him off the cliff. Sorry, Yosh.
Farewell, friend.
We're out.
Yeah. There's a lot of nightmare games. I don't think I'd want to be in BioShock either.
Oh yeah.
Because they all turn into splicers and kill each other and. There's some twists that it offered up. Like you don't get to pick your role in the game.
Oh.
So I could end up in Baldur's Gate as an illithid.
Or Mario, you're a Goomba.
Or a cloud.
Right?
Oh, I could do the water level of Mario. That would be like a dream come true. Just be underwater. Shut up. I like water, okay? I'd be the octopus.
Perfect. That works.
What video game characters would make the worst roommates? Astarians? The clouds?
Amber Brothers. Just hanging out in your dining room all the time, throwing shit.
Unless they learn to be productive. Perhaps the problem with them is that they don't have any work to do.
That's true.
So they just learn to juggle hammers.
Maybe if they had a job,
Exactly.
they could build a nice house.
Guys, we need a doghouse. Guys, we need a chicken coop. Yeah, I think we could really rehabilitate these guys.
So Mario's back on the table. Got it.
I think Astarion would actually be a terrible roommate. Not only is he a vampire, but he's kind of a prick. Most of the companions in Baldur's Gate would be terrible roommates. But they're pretty. I have very low standards.
Pros and cons.
gotta weigh them. Living in a movie universe.
Ooh.
You're stuck living in one movie universe forever. What movie do you choose, and who do you become?
Lord of the Rings.
Rosie. Yeah.
The end. I get to stay in the Shire and tend to the garden while Samwise Gamgee goes off on an adventure and comes back to love me.
You win.
I do win.
Okay, give me just a second to think. So, I really like the water. I wouldn't mind being a mermaid. But I can't say Ariel because she ends up out of the water like a fool.
You fool!
Fool! Drat!
She had some sisters or something.
Yeah,
right?
she has some sisters. Maybe I'll try that.
You could be the king.
Yes!
King Triton.
I have the best spectacles ever. Yeah. I do know the word for pecs or pectorals, but they're pectacles. Ask Katie. Yeah, I think I would love to live underwater. I mean, Lord of the Rings is a very obvious choice. I could be Arwen.
Oh, that would be cool too.
I even almost she's.
Yeah.
We not now, but when I was skinny in high school, I kind of shared a face shape with her. Mm-hmm. Not as soft spoken as her though, and that could be a problem. It could be a horse. It could be Shadowfax.
Your face.
The opportunities are endless.
It could be Gollum.
The pony Bill. Then we could still be besties.
Right. Come back to me.
What's Goldenrod? Is that Tom Bombadil's wife?
Oh, something like that, yeah.
She could be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bjorn.
Bjorn. Oh, I love
I would
that
love
scene in that movie.
To be
Not movie,
Bjorn
not
or
the movie, the book.
live where Bjorn lives.
Because the book is hilarious, the way he meets all the hobbits. They kind of ruin... Or dwarves.
Yeah.
Sorry. Man, I have, blown up this whole thing. I said movie and then hobbits. There's only one. There's only one. Oh, I'd be the ring.
Just get carried around.
Look, okay, but... You've watched the first season of Rings of Power. Okay, so you know that Sauron's actually hot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so mad at him for betraying me because he's hot. Me, personally.
Jessica, it was right in his manifesto.
Like, that bitch, Jessica.
I read it.
I wish I had that schlong all queued up to play. It's fair enough. He's got a very big schlong. Oh man. See, yeah, I think I would love to be a mermaid. I think living underwater would be magical for me. I really want to do Lord of the Rings, like Arwen or something, but I don't think I'm like that graceful or cool or.
I feel like elves would be very boring.
Probably after a few millennia.
Yeah.
Although Galadriel is pretty BA.
True. Terrifying though.
Yeah, that's true.
Would you go to Harry Potter Land?
Oh, maybe.
I'm undecided.
Bellatrix?
Could be fun. I'm gonna be Professor McGonagall. Could change it to a cat. And then
Or
just like retire
a hippogriff.
as a cat.
I love it. You've got the glasses already.
Right.
You're perfect. Well, it's not a movie yet, but the Mandalorian movie is coming out.
Oh, yeah.
And I could just be whoever Pedro loves in any movie ever. I just
Pedro movies.
any
All of
Pedro.
them.
I'll go find Pedro right now.
Perfect.
I'll think of another movie at some point where I'm like, no, I want to be this.
It should have been that. It should have been that.
I made a poor choice. But yeah, I just love the water, so I just really think that would be a successful choice.
Mm-hmm. And the Shire is just where I'm meant to be.
Oh, absolutely.
There's no arguing.
Absolutely. What do you think the most chaotic movie universe would be to live in?
I mean, Harry Potter would be pretty
Yeah.
extreme.
Yeah,
Like,
that would be very...
You're just trying to go to school, and there's this kid that's like screwing everything up.
The school in itself.
Right.
There have been a lot of great, like, a parent at Hogwarts kind of posts on TikTok lately, and they're hilarious. Like, wait, you mean my kid got a detention because he was late to class because the stairwell moved? How is that his fault?
And so you sent him into the Forbidden Forest?
Right? He has to feed a 3-headed dog in detention?
What is wrong with you?
I'm sure there's a lot, like 28 Days Later would be a pretty awful one.
Oh yeah. Any zombie ones would be the death of me.
Ugh. It smells so bad. I'd just be like, forget this. Bite me.
I'm out. Or any show or movie or whatever where like all the characters, like Game of Thrones.
Ugh.
And not because like all of the dragons and everything would be awesome.
Amazing.
I just don't have the heart to be a shitty person with
Right.
the rest of them. Like if
Right.
everybody's conniving and like coming up with all of this stuff, I'd be like, everybody's so nice. I love it here.
We'd be
Aren't
screwed in
Cersei's
Westeros.
so sweet to me. I don't understand why people don't like her.
We'd have to leave and go live somewhere else.
They'd kick us out.
In like Hightower or something.
Yeah.
Like I can see that being the only place we'd survive. Or with Pedro.
Spoiler alert.
There we
He
go.
dies. Sorry, spoilers.
If you don't know.
It's only 7 years old at this point. Did you know? Fun fact.
I would live in Dorne.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Good point. Good point. We could save him from that whole story.
Exactly. He
He
just
doesn't
never leave.
need to even be worried about the rest of the world. He'd
Stay
have
here,
us.
boo. Stay here. Did you know that Pedro used to allow people to pose with him, like with their thumbs?
Oh,
Because
really?
that's how he dies.
Right.
The mountain crushes his skull through his eyeballs, but he got an eye infection and had to stop letting people do that. And I'm like, this is why we can't have nice things.
Because people infect Pedro's eyes.
One of the last questions in this is Hallmark movie or horror film?
Hallmark movie, 100%.
I don't even know, like, are Hallmark movies so bad to some people that they would choose to live in, like,
I would bet, I bet
Dairy?
Nicole would choose horror movie. Maybe.
I would much rather, like, drink hot cocoa with
The
Nicholas.
mayor or whatever.
Yeah, Nicholas Saint. And at the end, he reveals that he's Santa Claus. What?
I had
Yeah.
no idea.
And you could be the, like, spunky best friend in mine,
Yeah.
and I'd be the spunky best friend in yours. And, like, that sounds idyllic.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with this.
So, yeah, I don't know. This one's really hard. I've been thinking about it. I still have no idea. What song world would you want to live in? Or would you, like, love comes to life kind of thing? Love it if it came to life kind of thing.
Goodness.
Right.
That is a hard one.
The only thing I can think of, like, walking on sunshine is a happy one, but, like, you die.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Yeah, like the sun hits the earth and we're all dead. So that's not as exciting as maybe I once thought.
Right.
I did learn that the song Dancing in the Moonlight was written because he and his girlfriend had just experienced a really, really bad mugging.
Oh.
And so he wrote that as a way to work through the trauma of it, but picturing a world where everybody just was happy and danced in the moonlight.
Aww.
That was like their habits, their hobbies.
Right.
So maybe something along those lines.
Yeah, that's fair.
Some days the sound of silence would be nice.
Right? I don't know any songs that have ever existed.
I know.
at this
Suddenly
point,
there's
so
nothing.
Never heard music.
A love
before.
song, if you want to, like, the sappy side of me, I could
Yeah.
totally live a love song. Ryan and I practically live a love song. It's disgusting. And then some Disney songs would probably be
Yeah,
great.
that I'd end up with a Disney song, I'm sure.
Yeah, like Someday My Prince Will Come, even though that seems maybe a little depressing. Like,
True. But there's got to be some good, like,
gotta be
adventure
something.
songs.
Yeah.
Do you want to build a snowman? Like, that's fine in the winter.
Yeah, absolutely. The In Summer song that he sings.
Yeah.
He's-
Perfect.
that one,
Sounds great.
it's still tough though. I'm still like,
Did you know, I learned this recently, there are more verses to the You Are My Sunshine song?
no.
And it's sad.
Oh.
It's actually, which I guess you can kind of get from the usual verse, like, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine, you make me happy when skies are gray, you know, don't ever leave me, basically.
I am legitimately just going to clip that out because we're staring in each other's eyes.
And I'm saying
reciting
you
that
are
to
my
me.
sunshine to you. The other verses are basically that the sunshine finds somebody else. And the person singing it is like heartbroken that their sunshine is gone and has found somebody else.
Can I, like, okay, but just that almost tracks with parents who sing it to their children, because, like, your kid grows up one day and falls
Takes
in love.
my sunshine
and,
away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whoa, that's
it works.
trippy.
I sing that to Connor every night. And it, like, double word, like, sunshine, you are my sunshine.
Right.
It's very cute.
Right.
But then I found out it's actually a sad love song. But that's what you get.
I'm gonna start telling that story and have to cut to me doing that. If you didn't hear that story, it was really good.
You'll never know.
I'm not allowed to share it.
It'll be a Patreon level.
There you go.
Carly will allow us
Carly's
to tell
allowed.
the story.
She does get veto power if I tell a story about her because,
fair.
you know, it's her life. Although she's dying to be on the podcast.
She wants to be on the podcast
I
so
did
bad.
promise her that she could help me with an advertisement type one, but she has to be off camera and all she can do is say, go listen to episode blah, blah, blah. So far as
She's gonna be famous.
yeah. Maybe she'll get us extra viewers.
Perfect.
If you're here because of my kid. Thanks. All right, sorry. So I derailed everything.
You usually do.
Jessica broken, please fix. So, interesting. Okay, this one's kind of tough. You get hired into a random TV show's world, not on their set, but in their world. But it's not your dream role. What job did you get stuck with?
Oh, goodness. I'd end up like the waitress at the restaurant in Ted Lasso, where I have to put up with Nate because it's his favorite restaurant. And I don't even like Nate. Nobody likes Nate.
Nate.
Jeez, Nate.
I don't know anything about the show.
You will soon.
You keep saying that.
It would have been this week, but I didn't have time to watch all the episodes yet. We
We have time now, okay? I I would end up as like a stall mucker in one epic fantasy show, or like one of the dead extras.
Right, that was, yeah. I'm on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but it's as one of the dead people.
Rings of Power, and I'm Dead Lady 1. Jessica dead, please fix.
Because you wouldn't even be able to play the dead person. You'd be smiling too much.
He'd walk by, Sauron would walk by and be like, he'd be like, ooh. Just keep walking.
Is that a dead body?
Gross.
Is that what's smiling at me?
Someone take this away. Toss it into the river. Ew. Or it'd be the Mandalorian, but like, I would just miss him everywhere he went. So he leaves Mandalore and I show up. And everyone's like, oh, you just missed him. Just took off. You might be able to catch him and then I get in my ship and it's dead. So that would be me.
Yep.
Anything where I'm just like, not. Oh, so one of the funny things in here is a bartender in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which would be hilarious.
Right.
I don't really like this last one, but let's see what we can come up with.
All right.
Fictional apocalypse choice. Prompt. Yes, prompt. You have to survive one fictional apocalypse. Which one are you picking, and how long do you think it'd last? Or you'd last. How long do you think you'd last?
I don't know if we've covered this on the podcast yet, but I am not a survivor.
Same.
Like,
Same.
The minute my POTS medications run out and my inhaler dies, I'm dead. There's just no hope for me.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even, want to work that hard to survive.
Right. Be like, this looks like it's going to go on for a long time. I'm good.
Right.
You could just let me go here.
Thanks, but no thanks.
I want to say, isn't there a silly, comedy show called, The Last Man on Earth or something?
Yes.
I feel like maybe I could have survived in that one.
I think of video games, and all I can think is Fallout.
Mm-hmm.
Or in Far Cry 5, I think maybe it's Far Cry 4 where he blows up basically the world, or at least several areas of the United States. And then he comes out after that, and he's hot. He's psycho.
But at least he's hot.
I mean, you gotta, take the good where you can get it.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to survive.
What about all of the, teenage novels? Hunger Games, and
Maze Runner.
And, Divergent, and even, Fourth Wing, where these children are... So even if we were still our age, so in our 30s, if you were thrown into a book, in a book world like that, dystopian novel, do you have a preference of which one?
Gosh. Oh, okay. Hunger Games I would hate. I would hate the cruelty of it. It repulses me. I wouldn't hate Fourth Wing. I know that there's circumstances... I haven't read the most recent one yet.
Same.
So I know that their circumstances are very dire, but it doesn't feel hopeless yet.
Mm-hmm.
Maze Runner, I honestly can't remember enough to remember why they do what they do.
Yeah.
And then if I had to just pick a book to go into, it would be Throne of Glass.
That's... I feel like... Sorry. I feel like you could justify... It's kind of dystopian.
Yeah.
They've got, end of the world stuff coming up and magic and... Yeah, I would...
I'd want to go at the very end of Throne of Glass when everything is resolved.
Right, I just want to be at the wedding. It's fine.
Yeah. No more than that.
I don't want to be in the middle.
No.
Tower of Dawn or
and
something.
Although if you could be over in... What is it called? Where's Tower of Dawn set?
Yep. Starts with a H. I think.
Hell.
It's in hell. All I can think is thorn now, which is not what it is.
I
The
love you.
Torre Sesame in Antica.
Antica.
That's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I could go
So that
hang
would
out in
be, like,
Antica.
yeah, they have good
Like,
food.
Nezrin can
and-
still have whoever she marries, but there's other brothers and sisters over there.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And I could just, and remember they like go out into the desert to
yes, that like
where the magic place is.
Yeah.
And it's like a oasis in the middle of the desert. I could just live there.
yes.
That would be cool.
Yes. I could do that. I would love to hang out with Aylin though. She's
Just go over and visit sometimes.
I think Manon would make me poop my pants.
100%.
I am not bold.
I'd be
And if
so
you
intimidated.
scare me. I don't even know if I'd speak to you.
I don't know if I'd be like terrified and run away from her or be like,
Hey,
she has to be my friend now.
she has to be mine.
I'm gonna go get
now.
her. It's possible.
Let's see. These I've not read over. So
These are a surprise for everyone.
you're assigned a magical familiar.
Ooh.
A mysterious force assigns you a magical animal sidekick, similar to a witch's familiar. What animal do you hope it is, and what animal do you dread getting?
I want an otter.
Oh yeah,
Like the
that's so
otters
cute.
from Crescent City
Yes.
that deliver messages with little coats on.
That everyone like fawns over.
Yes.
I mean, my first instinct is that I want an orca, but that's super impractical.
That would be.
So-
Let's add that to the bad familiar list.
No, there is only one choice, and it is a monkey. So, no. I hate monkeys. Especially like chimpanzees.
What?
We went over this before, and you reacted the exact same way.
And then immediately blocked it from my memory.
I can't take this. Not monkeys.
Monkeys.
What is wrong with friend? Friend
Jessica-
broken.
Jessica
Please
broken.
fix.
Please fix. I mean, I don't really like monkeys either.
They're just gross.
Yeah.
Eh.
Yeah.
They're humanish, but then they do all the gross
Gross
things
stuff.
that animals do, and you can't even be like, oh, they're dumb. That's why they do that. No, because they're just gross.
Not dumb. Gross.
Gross. I would want a tiger. Unless the orca could float in the air next to me.
It's got a little, like, water helmet
The
on.
opposite of Sandy in SpongeBob.
Oh, that's amazing. An awful animal besides a monkey.
There is nothing else.
I mean,
A skunk?
maybe, unless it likes you. Then it'd be awesome. Even like spiders. Like spiders sound creepy as a familiar, but they'd be super convenient. You'd be like, "Hey, spider friend, go cause chaos."
Especially if they could talk.
Yeah,
And
they could spy on everyone.
Exactly. They do
You'd
have
be
a
the
higher
spy
risk
master.
of death.
True.
Monkey, I think skunk could suck just because they smell pretty much all the time.
Ferrets.
There's like one in their brain
Yeah.
that you can't get rid of.
I bet a dog would be a terrible familiar. I'll be honest with you.
Do you think they would just love everyone and you wouldn't protect you or anything, and a lot of their thoughts would be rambling and like, oh, a ball. Oh my gosh, we should go to the beach tomorrow. Oh, I love the beach. I dug a cabone at the beach once.
Yep. Trying to think of something that would be super lame. Like a bunny would be pretty lame as a familiar.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm too scared to go
Especially
anywhere.
if you were allergic still.
Right? It jumps up on me, I break into a rash, it runs away,
Especially in
gets
mid-fight.
eaten by a neighborhood cat.
Yeah, that would sort of suck. Something like a T-Rex would be difficult as well.
Right?
Or like a whale shark.
It can't come out of the water. You just have to. And you live in like Nevada, where there's no water
You have to move to Georgia and go to their aquarium to see your familiar.
because you can't put it in the ocean because it won't come back.
Right.
So
It's
you
like
have to keep it in SeaWorld.
people hate you for it. Like it's just really rough.
you're like a poor witch, so you can't even afford to like make your own aquarium. You have to put it in SeaWorld, and you can't pay for it, so they don't know it's your familiar. You have to go secretly visit it.
You have to buy a season pass every year, and they keep getting more and more expensive.
You go in and talk to them, and they're like, man, this lady's back. She really likes this shark.
She keeps calling it Wally, and that's not its name.
I want to write that book now.
It's gonna have to be satire, I think, or write it like you're really serious about it.
Right.
I'm not kidding.
This is what happened to me. That was beautiful. Thank you.
You got it. Oh, I need a drink. I was like, man, I'm parched. I'm parched.
What do I do about this?
If only there was a bottle of water within arm's reach.
If only I knew what to do.
Dag nabbit. Okay. Build a curse workshop. You get cursed by a petty but creative witch. Probably the one who's familiar with a whale shark.
In SeaWorld.
Because she's annoyed.
She's so irritated
There's a
by
lot
this.
of time to be petty on the bus getting to SeaWorld every day. Petty but creative witch. The curse isn't deadly. It's just annoying as hell. What's the curse?
Wet socks.
Ooh, that's good.
Especially
See-
if you have to go visit your whale shark at the aquarium.
And they get wetter because you visit and there's water everywhere at SeaWorld. For some reason you wear socks.
Because they're wet anyway. You might as well.
Just deal with it. I think that like stubbing your toe once a day would be really tough. Like the same toe every day. And not deadly. I mean, you might want it to be at that
right?
point.
You can't button your shirt straight. Like
No.
every time you put a button-up shirt on, it's one button off.
And it's not just you. Like if you ask your spouse to do it for you, they will also be one button off. Not
Yep.
on theirs, but just yours.
And you have a job where you have to wear a button-up shirt
have to
every
be buttoned.
day.
Yeah. An itchy nose while you're
yeah.
podcasting.
That one was pretty intense.
Pretty sure I was being cursed. I don't know how much of it made it in because hopefully I stopped enough that I could cut it all out. It's also, I'm sure, going to take me forever to edit.
Because
Anyway.
the whole time you're just...
So bad. My nose itched so badly during the recording of the Labyrinth
Constantly.
episode. Like, and it got worse as I spoke. So I would start, like, I would correct it or itch it or whatever, and then I would speak, and then it would get worse while I was speaking. I had to get up and go get tissues, and it still didn't help. Then Bree left. We finished that episode. It was our second episode that day. We finished it. She left, and my nose hasn't itched since then.
So, you're either allergic to your podcast host, co-host, or the ancient Egyptians were trying to curse you.
Those petty bastards.
They don't want anybody talking about that labyrinth, okay?
I need to know what's there. Wouldn't it be weird if my nose started to itch now?
That would be wild.
I might think there was something to this.
Right?
For a moment there, it looked like I was naked. That's
Hey.
frightening.
Dungeons and Dopamine After Dark.
After dark. Hey.
Episode 104. We just go wild with it.
Just boobs. Giant schlong.
Boobs, butts, and giant schlongs. Here at Dungeons and Dopamine.
After dark.
After, no.
I mean, it was an after dark when I said it, so I should make Ryan put the edited one with just the little added thing that he put on it on our Patreon. Okay, this one's a little bit tough, but I kind of like it. Reverse time capsule. You have to send 5 items to the past to confuse historians 500 years from now. What do you send?
Wait, we're sending items from now to the past?
Yes, 500
Oh.
years back to confuse them. This podcast.
Right. Surprise! What is, like, really one-use kitchen tools? Like, stuff that just, like, the immersion whisk blender. Like, what the hell?
Trying to think of things that are like a cherry pitter.
Pineapple core thing.
Also, like my plants, like fake plants with smiley faces on them would probably be. It's like 500 years ago. You're looking at what? You're looking at about 1524.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of frivolity.
Yeah. So I covered the like the Ireland Queen
Yes.
and the King of Scots last week, and that was even like the 1600s, I think.
Right.
So you're talking like pre-castle days.
I would send them my Skyrim map blanket. It's just the map of Skyrim. Well, actually, it's all of basically all of the Elder Scrolls maps. I would send that.
Be like, where is this new land?
The first Throne of Glass book.
Be like,
One of those plants.
mm-hmm. Even your little dinosaur guy right there would be confusing for
Well,
people, because
or
they
like-
probably didn't know anything about dinosaurs.
Right.
There hadn't been any like paleontologists digging up dinosaur bones.
Yeah, when did the fossil lady live?
oh
the
yeah
1800s?
yeah
The other thing I can think is a long time ago, many years ago, we went to that like rip-off of a dinosaur convention thing. Not a convention, that sounds way nerdier than it actually. No,
Right.
it was pretty nerdy, but it was meant to be like they had like animatronic dinosaurs.
Oh, yeah.
And like you can ride the dinosaurs and stuff like that. And we took a picture where Ryan is holding Carly up and there's a T-Rex that's going to take her. And I'm holding on to like the back of his shirt. That would be really fun to
Yep.
send, because it'd be a lot like, when did they bring dinosaurs back? Because I can't
Right.
imagine they would understand the concept of like Photoshop and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So that would be kind of fun.
that would be fun.
Or
Like a picture of you at Disney with like Disney characters.
yes.
So you have like the castle in the background, so they're like, oh yeah, a castle. What the hell is that? Giant mouse costume.
Yeah. There's so much that seems so innocuous to us, but would be terrifying 500 years ago.
And so wasteful. Like we
Yes.
just have so much
Yes.
stuff that's just waste. Like no offense, but like your trinkets and stuff.
Yes,
like, that's
oh,
not stuff they would have
absolutely.
had back then.
They
because
definitely wouldn't have.
who had time to go make trinkets that people could put on their walls.
Exactly. Baldur's Gate would be fun to send back. Like, I wish I could send a clip. I guess I could send like a video clip of Baldur's Gate happening, because it's a very
Right?
It's not realistic to us, but it would look kind of realistic to the 500 years ago. Or the location of the labyrinth, so they could go look at it
So they
before
could go
Egypt
figure
stopped
it out.
them.
Nose is gonna start itching again.
And the
Quit
Voynich...
talking about the labyrinth!
Stop it!
Yeah, the location of the Voynich manuscript. So they could go see who wrote it.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
My
would
own
be-
version of the Voynich manuscript. That's even weirder.
Yes. I forgot. I found the alien books that I wrote in elementary school, and I meant to bring them up here so that I could show them to you during the next. I'll have to try to do it next week. I'll have to try to remember. Not next week. We'll be live
Right.
the week
I
after
mean,
that, though.
could be fun.
And actually, this will be 4 weeks after we were live. So it's gonna be really weird. Time broken. Please fix.
Podcast broken. Please fix.
Stuck in time. Please help.
We got stuck in a time loop, guys.
We can't get ourselves out.
We don't know what week it is anymore.
Ryan comes in. He's like, "Are you guys done?
Don't you have to go home?
I made dinner 4 hours ago."
It's midnight before he comes to check on us.
You know, he might actually give us until then. He might wait at the door and like listen to see if we've grown too tired to
He'd
function.
be like, "No, they're still laughing. Must
Especially-
be fine." He'd send you a message.
"You good? You about done?" We
Are
would-
you hungry?
We would really have like what always happened when we were kids, like a lull where we got really tired, and then the like
And then it
sleepy
would just go
giggles,
wild.
and we'd lose it.
Where we're laughing and then laughing because we paused and are laughing. And then we sighed and then laughed some more.
We'd sigh at the exact same time. Yeah, that used to happen all the time. Anyway.
Nobody wants that.
Friendship broken. Please fix.
Please fix.
Well, I actually ended up really liking that. I think
Yeah.
it was really fun, and
It was a good, easy episode. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
yeah, I think it would be fun if we thought of any obscure, like, oh my gosh, I would be in this video game, hands down, or this would be literally the worst.
I'm trying to think of books now. Like the Iron Druid series. That has a couple different worlds in it. That would be amazing. Like the main world is just modern day. Like it starts in Phoenix or Tempe, Arizona. But then it gets into like Tuatha De Danann and all the different realms and
Yes.
and planes that you can be on. And like Asgard and Midgard and it was just Megmel. So many cool places.
There is one character in a book series. His name is Grim or Grimalkin. He's a Catsith. I don't know how they say it. It's Caitsith with a space. And he's like hilarious as a character. Not necessarily haha funny, but like the world will be ending and everyone will be freaking out and they'll look at him and be like, Grim, why aren't you freaking out? And he's like, oh, I'm a cat. Like that explains everything.
Duh.
I think I might choose him as my familiar. Or Solemnbaum from the Aragon books.
Ooh, yeah.
He turns into a little human boy, which is sort of creepy. But, yeah, that would be fun. Or, like, if I had to choose a bestie from a book, I could pick Angela from the Aragon books. Or Nehemia.
There's a hobgoblin in the Ink and Sigil series by Kevin Hearn who is hilarious and a troublemaker. He would
Hobgoblin
be a good
would be a good familiar. Yeah. There's a Quasit. It's a Quasit. And it is familiar in the Viva La Drit League D&D campaign. And his name is What's It? Because Ben, the guy who plays Bob, who has the Quasit, couldn't remember Quasit, so he's called it What's It. They did it to a Kinku as well. They started calling her Ken-kun. And I love that game. Anyway, it's really long now because they've been playing it for like 4 years. They're wrapping it up so that they can do shorter campaigns, but it's really funny if you have some time to invest. They're hilarious. Anyway, he has a Quasit and he taught it to sing and dance as a distraction.
Yeah.
And it sings, hello, my baby, hello, my darling.
That's what my hobgoblin would do.
So great. There's one you can summon in Baldur's Gate as well. I don't remember what it is. I think it's a Quasit named Shovel.
That would be Zach's familiar.
A Quasit named Shovel.
Quasit named Shovel.
Or Jeep. Or like guitar.
Yeah, pretty much.
Duck.
Never.
I don't know why I'm trying to make him hate ducks. It's not like I want him to hate ducks.
Well, the best part is he already hates ducks.
Did he hate them because of them being all over his home? Or
No.
did he hate them before that?
He hates them from when I tried to own ducks.
Got it.
Which was
Thank
a
you for that.
poor idea.
Thank you for setting that up so long ago for
so
me.
that you could
So I could duck his house.
really dig it in when he turned 40. I still find those everywhere.
I'm so glad
There's
for
still
that.
so many in my house.
Do you think he's seen them all and he just ignores them now?
I think they bring him little bits of joy. I think is the real reason. He's like, if I pick these all up, then they'll all be in one spot. But now he can be like, oh look, there's a duck.
Jessica, Katie, Christina, or Bree thought of me when they put that there.
Which is really all he wants in life.
Everyone to think about him all the time. Same, man. Same.
It's all we all want.
All right.
This was another episode of Dungeons and Dopamine.
It was. I didn't mean to sound so sad when I said it's your turn first.
It's your turn.
Your turn. Listen to us anywhere you stream podcasts and or on YouTube.
You can also support us on Patreon at www.patreon.com/Dungeons Dopamine.
You can also find us on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Insta, Reddit, Twitch, and Discord. I haven't streamed in a while.
Should get on
April's
that.
been busy.
April has been busy.
February, they took my gallbladder and I had all the time in the world. March,
Didn't
mid,
exist.
and
Don't
then
know where it went.
April
April's
was
gone.
crazy. So, I'm hoping to be back with Egyptian stuff. Assassin's Creed.
We'll allow it.
I don't know. I made finger guns and I'm ashamed.
You should be. You can reach out to us on any of those social medias and at dungeons_dopamine@yahoo.com.
You can tell me how much you hate finger guns.
Please.
Dungeons and Dopamine is edited and published by Argyle Pigeon Productions.
Someday I should learn to make a
I
pigeon
know,
noise.
I almost expected you to do it. You sound like a hound dog braying.
Bree is awful at bird noises.
My face is so red.
It's just gonna come out as Charlie the Unicorn noises.
We're going to Candy Mountain, Charlie.
Whee!
That was my answer for the song that I wanted to live in earlier
Right.
before we started recording.
Right,
The
Charlie.
Candy Mountain song. Which is a terrible idea. It's a Leopleurodon. Okay, we love you.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye.